Good morning, Ian Quick, Millionaire by 50. Today is Saturday, August 15th. Halfway through August. Woo! Actually, kind of boom, I'm enjoying the summer. Today, I want to talk about maximizing your rhythm. It's kind of a generic term, I know, but basically, this is it. We all have cycles in our day where we're more productive than others. We have a flow, we have a rhythm, and we're not all wired the same way. For example, my wife is not a morning person. That's usually why I speak with a very low voice, especially if I'm doing this indoors. She's still sleeping. Um, she gets her groove up and running and is usually much more productive in the afternoon and even can work late into the night if she needs to. That's her rhythm. Mine is the actual complete opposite. If I get started on something early in the morning, um, usually by 10 a.m., I've accomplished more than I would if I'd start, say, at 10 for the rest of the day. It's crazy. My mind is sharp in the morning. I'm relaxed. I'm in the zone. I'm focused. As the day progresses, I start to get distracted. All things are building up and so forth. And then I stop for lunch. And then after lunch, I get nappish. I get a little groggy. And then I got to think about dinner and all these things. And of course, I have to take care of my daughter. And come the evening, my brain is just like, too much input, need to relax. So TV and movies or family games or whatnot. Evenings for me are about social and unwinding, whereas mornings are about go, go, go production. And I've kind of always known this, but I haven't always applied it because sometimes there seem to be more priorities. And at one point, it's not so bad now because my daughter's back in daycare. But during the heavy COVID lockdown period, of course, she was at home too. So my wife and I had to separate our um, schedules between work and who's watching over our daughter. And depending on the day, sometimes I had the morning shift with my daughter, sometimes I had the afternoon shift with my daughter, and vice versa. When I had the morning shifts with my daughter, I barely got anything done ever because by the time afternoon rolled around, um, first it was hard to get me motivated. B, I was B. Second, I was tired. Um, Entertaining a toddler all morning is a lot of work. We have a no TV policy, strict no TV policy in the morning, and even in the afternoon, we tend to avoid it as much as possible. However, when I could work in the morning and watch her in the afternoon, I got a lot more done. Now that the situation is more under control for us here, anyways, uh, I unfortunately had lost the habit of getting all my work done in the mornings. We even had a house cleaning schedule, and it was usually done in the morning. It would just throw me off. So it's just recent that my wife and I have come to verbalize this out loud, what I'm talking about right here. And not that the house is a particular mess, but we have a toddler. So if you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's always toys somewhere and things left out. And we have a tiny kitchen, so sometimes things pile up. They're actually not that piled up, but because the kitchen's so small, it looks hugely piled up. So it's decided that now it'll wait when it's my turn to clean. I do in the afternoon. Because if I clean in the morning, by the time I get to the afternoon, I'm not intellectually as functional. I mean, under a crunch, yes, I can get by, but I'm not as productive. I'm not as inspired. So that's my rhythm. That's what we've discovered for me, or rediscovered, I should say. Figure out what your rhythm is. When are you most productive in your day? And that period should be focused on your work, on what brings your wealth, on what nurtures your creativity. Um, That's it. Lock everything else out. It can wait. Since we've started to reapply that, uh, I've gotten a lot more done than I normally would have. Now, sometimes there's still issues of a little bit of procrastination. I'm human. Sometimes you're just not in the mood, or you're too distracted by something else, or you're just, I wish I could sleep in. I don't really get to sleep in. As you can tell, I do these broadcasts at 6 a.m. But fight it. Sometimes you're allowed a treat. Yes, obviously, this is why Sundays is our family day. I don't work office work Sundays. I'll do gigs if I have them. I don't do office work on Sundays because you need some downtime too. But for the most part, focus on your creativity at its peak. Focus on your production at its peak. If you keep postponing and postponing, and you're like me and you're not very good at night, you're like, I'll deal with it tonight. Will you really? Will it be quality work? Will you get nearly as much done as if you'd just done it when you were at your peak? Yesterday, I really blocked everything else out and focused on my peak hours. And I got 5 video clips edited. I don't know if you've ever done editing work before, but it's actually kind of time consuming. But I was able to get 5 done. Whereas the previous week when we were doing this, it took me a whole week just to get 1 done. So that says a lot right there. Anyways, I am grateful that the household has acknowledged when I'm at my most productive, and will endeavor to allow my schedule to focus on work at those times more than anything else. It's good for the whole family. It's good for the whole household. I'm also grateful for what seems to be yet another beautiful day. We've been really spoiled this summer, and I'm happy for it. I'm grateful to have a gig today. Woo! It's always fun. And I am grateful that this coming week is our family holiday week. Every year we try to take a week near the end of summer uh, to take a holiday. Now with the COVID, let's face it, we were all kind of locked down and didn't nearly work as much. And some, it might have been holidays for some, but for us it was actually a lot more work than usual because we had to parent and still try to generate business, and we had to hustle a lot harder than usual because business was really, really gone. But this is an actual getaway holiday. We were going camping, so we can still remain socially distant. We have a nice little pop-up trailer to set in, and we'll be spending the week disconnected. What that means is there will be no broadcasts uh, for the following week. So this is the last time you'll see me until the following Monday, because tomorrow's Sunday. That's when we leave. Anyways, I'm grateful for that opportunity to still have a little bit of a family holiday, and I'm grateful to disconnect. Sometimes technology is a little too invasive. This will feel good. On that note, I wish you guys a good week, and we'll see you. Um, will it be September? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, we'll see you in a week. No, it won't be September yet. We'll see you in a week.